the election and everything that's going on. So I won't be talking much because my throat's killing me.
I just have a feeling it's going to be kind of a reaction to whatever's happening after this. So I'll be quick to take profits on it, I think. So that's about it for me.
Okay, so yesterday we gapped up to the 211 area. When we took out the pre-market high, we did trade all the way to this breakdown area from last week. Held above it, retested it right before the close. And then in the after hours actually drifted up above, pretty much all the way back to where we were on August 28th when we failed in the first around 213.70. It seems like the market's pricing in most of a Clinton victory. Imagine if she wins, we could come back into this area here. 214.60 to 215 or so. If Trump wins, I would assume we would gap down below 208. That's obviously the much less likely outcome. I did buy some 207 puts at the end of the day yesterday, pretty cheap. You might want to look at something like that. It's most likely you're going to lose, but the risk reward is quite good. IWM got up to, the high was pretty much right here, where we failed last week, beginning of last week, high 118s. 118.82, and the after hours you can see we didn't drift up similar to the SPY. So you don't really want to be long IWM in this area up here in the high 118s. Watch to see if it holds yesterday's low 117.80. Held here for a couple of days before breaking down and putting its low down at 115. Okay, CVS. I put CVS first because the news in VRX and HTZ is so bad, and they're just selling it so much that, I mean, at some point they will have intraday bounces, but it seems like this one CVS is not, and it really should bounce, which means maybe we get a bigger one. So this, like a lot of charts we've been looking at the last year or so, had these large multi-year uptrends in 2013, 2014, put in highs in 2015, and then had these consolidation periods now. This was actually consolidated and broke to the downside. And that was followed up with some bad news today, but $70. We got to go back to the beginning of 2014 when this was down in the 70 area. And again, if you look at the news, it's not the same as the other ones that are in terms of, there's some issues there, but the guide down is nothing compared to the others. Now, the market doesn't seem to buy it. It tried to bounce here, went up a couple of dollars. It's right back down at 70. But certainly, if you see this thing get above 70, then above 70.50, you want to play this for a multi-point bounce. Next one is HTZ. Looking at this earlier, I was commenting to KFITS that it's amazing to me some of these stocks that they get beaten down. You think they're fundamentally doing really poorly, and somehow they get walked up again. And this thing, the business model for the rental car market, it's really in jeopardy because of Uber and potentially self-driving cars when people travel, just renting cars less. But they walked it all the way back up from the low 20s to 50, and now it's gapping down to this area. So. Initial reaction took it to 24.70 this morning below, and this is very bearish. Whenever you have initial news comes out, and then the next morning it's holding below the low from the after hours and trend, and the volume's kind of getting out of hand here. That's 2160 was the low here from February low. It's below that now. Maybe look for a bounce back into the 22 area, see if it fails there. It should be very liquid. It's already traded more than its average daily volume in the pre-market. Then, VRX. So VRX I tried a couple of times in the pre-market. It does seem like it's trying to bounce now off this in this 14 area. Well, or at least it's going sideways. So it broke down from 17 and give it a shot here, give it a shot here. Need to see it really holding above 1420. Would love to see it bounce to 15, 15 and a half, something like that. 1370s is kind of where it's bottoming right now. It's traded 11.5 million shares already. Probably 6 million shares just in the last few minutes, 15 minutes or so. In and out, take profits, wait for a good consolidation period. If we get a 20 to 30 minute sideways like this after the market opens and it breaks, get aggressive playing the break of consolidations. It's going to do an amazing, huge volume today. Could do 100 million shares. And then ECAD, they really did nice on the revenue line. So it's been trending down from 35, bottomed here the other day at 21 or so. Looks like this 23.5 is important. So 23.5, touched it, bounced off it, tried to hold here next day, opened there, crushed it, came back up, new low. Obviously this news is way above there now, so we got to look at this 25 to 2480, let's call it. This area right here to see if it supports what I have on there. I highlighted that 2350 breakout, 25.5. Yeah, I think above this, look, if it's consolidating above this 25.5 after the open, if it's still up here, you want to look to see if it hits this 27. That's my thought on that. CTSH. So this one reacted really well to the news, put in the high red on the open, but pretty much was rest of the day. Never dropped this low 54s in the afternoon, closed up here, the high 54s. Continue to monitor the 54.80 to 55 to see how it behaves here, but I'm kind of impressed that it came right back up here and did not pull back at all. Also have an alert at 54. If it does come back down below there, this move here from 54 to 46 is pretty vicious. MGM failed right on the open at 28. I missed that trade, which is pretty bad. Came right down to below 27. Below 27.50. Held 27 in the morning. Got below 27 in the afternoon, but got back above it. So clearly that 27, people were ready to buy it there. And they're selling it at 27.30 to 33 cents. And then HCMP, they bought it on the open. I saw it consolidating up here, so I bought it. This wick is where I got stopped out. And then it went up $1. So you may have heard me talking in real time, saying that I probably should have just put the stop below the half. I was buying it here in the 80, 75 cent area. There's a better risk reward right on the flush out. Then once it got above 17 here, they tried to flush it one more time below 17, but for this stock, that's a pretty good move from this consolidation to go 75 cents higher. Just didn't do it in a very clean way. They're in the same sector as VRX, so that's why it's probably printing down here this morning. But if you can get it right on the open into this area here, I would think it's definitely worth giving it a shot. Same sector, different companies. That's it. As I said, my throat's really bothering me, so I won't talk that much today. If I do make some more options plays, I'll put them in the chat. Be patient. Good luck.
Hope you enjoyed that video. You can actually watch that video if you're subscribed to our Trader 90 before the market even opens. What stocks are in play? What levels in those stocks are important? And how we might go about attacking that stock. That's Steve Spencer, 20-year veteran trader, laying it out there every morning before the market even opens. A really, really powerful tool to start your session off on the right foot. So right now we're offering a trial that you can take advantage of to access this meeting and other meetings throughout the day. We have a meeting at 11 a.m. Eastern where you can sit down with Mike Bellafiore and listen to him talk about what's going on during the morning session, what stocks were in play, what the best trade opportunities were, as well as maybe some things that we're looking at heading into the afternoon session. So I really encourage you to take advantage of that trial.